Hold on to your hats, folks, because artificial intelligence, or AI, as the cool kids call it, is changing the game. We're talking faster, smarter, and more efficient everything. From self-driving cars that practically parallel park themselves to algorithms predicting what you'll buy on Amazon before you even know you need it, AI is poised to revolutionize our lives. Think of it like the invention of the internet, but with less cat videos and more robots. Maybe. Now, before you start planning your retirement funded by a robot butler who does your taxes, let's pump the brakes a little. While AI promises amazing advancements, there's a dark side we can't ignore, the potential to create a whole new level of poverty. Imagine a world where the gap between the haves and the have-nots widens into a chasm, with AI fueling the divide. This isn't some dystopian sci-fi movie plot, it's a real possibility if we don't act carefully. Buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get real. Let's play a game of who's winning the AI jackpot. Spoiler alert, it's not the little guy. Developed countries, especially those with tech giants hoarding data like Smog, sitting on his mountain of gold, are reaping the biggest rewards from AI. They've got the resources, the infrastructure, and the talent pool to develop and deploy AI on a massive scale. Meanwhile, developing countries are getting left behind, stuck in the technological slow lane. It's like trying to win a Formula One race with a beat-up old jalopy. Sure, you might cross the finish line eventually, but you're not going to be popping champagne with the victors. This uneven distribution of AI benefits is a recipe for disaster, exacerbating existing inequalities and creating a new class of digital underdogs. It's like giving Usain Bolt a head start in a marathon and then wondering why everyone else is eating his dust. Okay, so we've established that the AI revolution is leaving some folks behind, but why is that? Well, it turns out there are some pretty hefty barriers to AI adoption, especially for developing countries. Think of it like trying to bake a cake, but realizing you're missing key ingredients like, say, an oven, flour, and a working knowledge of what preheat means. First off, you need infrastructure. And no, I don't mean roads and bridges, although those are important too. We're talking about reliable internet access, which many parts of the developing world still lack. It's hard to join the AI revolution when you're stuck on dial-up and your internet connection is slower than a snail in a staring contest. Then there's the issue of education and skills gap. AI development requires a highly skilled workforce, and unfortunately many developing countries simply don't have the educational resources to train people in these cutting-edge fields. It's like trying to teach someone to perform brain surgery by showing them YouTube videos. Finally, there's the elephant in the server room, the digital divide. Women and marginalized communities often face significant barriers to accessing technology and education, further widening the gap. It's like trying to run a race while carrying a 50-pound weight. Sure, it's possible, but it's a hell of a lot harder. Section 4, robots taking jobs, a familiar fear magnified. Remember those robots we talked about earlier, the ones making our lives easier and potentially taking our jobs? Yeah, about that. AI-driven automation is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can boost productivity and efficiency, which is great for businesses and, arguably, the economy. On the other hand, it also has the potential to displace workers, especially in sectors where repetitive tasks are the norm. Now, this isn't to say that all robots are coming for your jobs, but it does mean that certain sectors, particularly those heavily reliant on manual labor, are going to see some major shifts. Think manufacturing, agriculture, and even some white-collar jobs like customer service. And guess who's most vulnerable to these job losses? You guessed it, developing countries. These economies often rely heavily on low-skilled labor, which is precisely the kind of work that's most susceptible to automation. It's like replacing a team of construction workers with a single bulldozer. Sure, it's faster and more efficient, but it also puts a lot of people out of work. Section 5, from call centers to code, real-world AI impacts. All right, enough doom and gloom. Let's get specific. The impact of AI is already being felt around the world, and the results are a mixed bag. Take the case of customer service. AI-powered chatbots are becoming increasingly common, handling everything from booking flights to answering basic questions. While this can free up human agents to deal with more complex issues, it's also led to job losses in countries like India and the Philippines, where call centers are a major source of employment. On the flip side, AI is also creating new opportunities. In Rwanda, for example, drones are being used to deliver medical supplies to remote areas, improving healthcare access for thousands of people. And in Kenya, AI is helping farmers optimize crop yields and improve their livelihoods. The takeaway here is that AI's impact is nuanced and context-dependent. It can be a force for good or ill, depending on how it's developed and deployed. Section 6, the Bridging the Gap Policy Solutions for an AI-Powered World. Okay, so we've established that AI is a powerful tool with the potential to both help and hurt. So what do we do about it? Well, the good news is that we're not powerless in the face of technological change. There are policy solutions we can implement to ensure that AI benefits everyone, not just a select few. First and foremost, we need to invest in education and skills training. We need to equip people with the tools and knowledge they need to thrive in an AI-powered world. Think coding boot camps, digital literacy programs, and retraining initiatives for workers displaced by automation. Secondly, we need to bridge the digital divide. This means expanding internet access to underserved communities, promoting digital literacy, and addressing the gender gap in technology. Finally, we need to ensure that AI is developed and deployed ethically and responsibly. This means establishing clear guidelines for AI development, promoting diversity in the tech industry, and ensuring that AI systems are fair, transparent, and accountable. Section 7, AI for Everyone, a future worth fighting for. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's up to us to shape it in a way that benefits all of humanity. We need to move beyond the hype and the fear and start having honest conversations about the challenges and opportunities presented by this transformative technology. We can't afford to let AI become another tool of division and inequality. We need to ensure that it's used to create a more just, equitable, and prosperous world for everyone. So let's roll up our sleeves, put on our thinking caps, and get to work. The future is waiting.